of the 18, 20 people I met injured with bullet holes in their body, but living to tell the
20 people with bullet holes? Or
Yes.
18 to 20?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
So I met all of them. And they were very angry. First, they didn't want the press. They were very angry. They said,
Did they
where
tell
the
you
hell
that
we...
they got shot at close quarters, or did they have...
No, this seems to be long distance because I saw the one in the calf of a person. That's the only injury I saw at below hip level. The rest were on the top. They were aiming for the gut or for the shoulders. It was with extreme prejudice that they had operated. My simple question as a layman is, you're supposed to go by step, even if they were stone pelting. The police force were given all these safety outfits so that they will withstand and proceed. I have done in my films mock police charges, so we do some research on how they do it and what are the steps to be taken. There are police officers who, at the peril of their life, have waited for a magistrate's order. And some have even succumbed to that waiting. But there was no such thing. My question is, would you not have explained this to higher officials before it escalated? Because this was monitored right from the beginning. They had announced and they were marching. And if it's going wrong, every step of the way, I think it'll go to the top.
They should have intervened earlier, you think? Or
They simply could have done, because I suggested the same to the then Chief Minister, Mr. OPS, when the Jallikattu thing was escalating. I said, look, I will come with you. This is nothing to do with party. I'll go beyond party politics. I've been shouting at you. Let's walk. They will allow me to come there. I was not in a political party then. Said, I will come with you. And they have thrown away all politicians. So stop this from escalating. Because we don't need 10 lakh people gathering like this. It could turn anyway. He said, no, it's unprecedented what you're asking me to do. I said, Mr. MGR would have done this. He would have gone there, he would have pulled out a coir bed and said, I'm also joining you. And he would have laid down on the opposite side of the road and said, I'm with you. And dissipated. I mean, there are various methods. And they didn't like me visiting the hospital because they were quite surprised that I was there at all. And none of the relatives were there. I wanted to meet the relatives of the deceased. They were all in the police station. They were not there. And of course, I couldn't see the bodies on the mortuary because I had no authority to check that. But there was nobody there, and there were already a big crowd gathered in front of the hospital. But it doesn't matter that they chose to book a case against me. Because I went there with 2 of my party members and nobody else. I went inside.
yeah.
So even you're saying that you're within the law, even that.
I thought. I mean, my legal team will explain to the courts whether I was within or outside the law.
Yeah, and the Chief Minister suggested.
Huh?
The Chief Minister suggested you violated Section 144, right? He
Yeah,
said something
I
like,
wish,
unlike Stalin and-
as the Chief Minister, he has violated 144 instead of sticking to the law. Because this is about people, this is not about law. If we are strictly talking about law, you have exceeded by firing. And this lame excuse of we ran out of rubber bullets, so we actually used metal ones, is what I hear one of the SPs say. I mean, these are lame excuses. And whatever, you could have just said, okay, we are shutting down electricity is shut down for the factory. They are not functioning. Let's come for negotiations. Somebody could have gone there and dissipated the.
Why do you think it blew up so much? The plant was not operational. The Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board said the consent to operate will not be extended beyond a year. There was no plan to actually resume operations on the ground.
No, there was. Because from what Mr. Agarwal says, he
intends to, but
he intends to.
he intends
So
to.
that is an agitating news for the people there. See, we are not against big factories coming into Tamil Nadu. As a matter of fact, Tamil Nadu needs more industries for employment. But that doesn't mean you can flout every law of the land after having been refused in Gujarat, in Goa and Maharashtra. You come to a place like Tamil Nadu and they have flouted every regulatory law. They have not spoken to the people. About the extension also, they have not spoken to the people. It's only after the agitation which grew exponentially that they said, okay, we are looking at stopping the
But theoretically, the government has facilitated, the functioning without the public interface.
Absolutely. That's what I hear from, I see on paper, that the people were not consulted. There's no proof that they have consulted or had a meeting with the people. That's what they are complaining about. It is very much like the Gram Sabhas, which is supposed to happen for the past quarter century.
What
And
would you say of the view that there are a lot of polluting industries in Thoothukudi? I mean, as you've been there, you've seen possibly this
Yes,
sort of
I've been
industrial landscape. Is it sort of holistic to focus on one alone?
one at a time, they're looking at, it's a gladiatorial thing. I mean, look for the spot that you can open an attack on. They have a litany of woes in Thoothukudi. But this is a target where they found traction, legal, all the activists honed in on this because this was an achievable goal, because there was blatant flouting of existing laws. And everything, I went and checked. I didn't jump into it like this because this is my 5th visit to Thoothukudi. And I've been circling around just to keep my equipoise and not rabble rouse. And the so-called green belt is nothing but a sham. Even as a film producer, I would say that it doesn't optically look right. Do something about it. Because even the optics doesn't work, they've done nothing about it. And the day I went about 80 days back when I went there, soon after my visit, people were threatened.
But do we have enough actual credible information about what is the state of the environment in Thoothukudi?
Yes, but what they have done is they've tampered all attempts at, they've made it all governmental agencies. So whoever looked into it, perused or checked or monitored, well, they're all governmental agencies. From my point of view, as a layman outside without technical jargon involved, I find that Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board was in deep slumber. And it's not because they were tired, they were asked to sleep. And that's obvious. You see, there's so many points, checks and counter checks were all missed. People walked through the lines. And there's proof of it. Those papers I do have.
What is this proof?
That is that so-called water test or anything is done by a company which is working for Sterlite. later on. It's corrected in a strange way that this company is funded by the Sterlite for some other purpose. It's all dubious connections. Why was it not? Why was there no white paper? Why was there no inquiry when this was going on for not 2 or 3 years?
So were you convinced, coming back to the shootings, that all of them were shot from a long, long distance? Almost like from a sniper?
Yeah, because see, my thing, once again, I have some training in arms because of my going to Manesar, working for, I went beyond the call of my duty to learn these things. The thing is, there are steps. Okay, they run out of rubber bullets. You can't run out of sky to shoot at. They should have shot up in air. There should have been an announcement. But check with your officers whether it was done. It wasn't. From what I hear from the people, it wasn't. You can do due diligence. And if you are going to shoot at legs to disperse, you will not stand up on a van with a high caliber sniper rifle and aim at a crowd.
Okay, but is that established that he was aiming at a crowd?
Yes, we have actual visual proof of it on video. I can.
Yeah, no, I've seen that, but
Yeah, and there is talk between them, which is exchanged, where you can hear them saying, make the bullets count. In Tamil, or ticket no. And okay, when the crowd is running helter-skelter, don't tell me that they shot 100 rounds in a matter of seconds. The moment the crowd started dispersing, who ordered the second round of firing? These are questions, because we sat with police officials, ex-police officials, now party members. These are the questions they are asking.